here. We're in part one of our Alan Wake 2 playthrough. Ooh, how exciting.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Whoa, that is a... Woohoo. That is a cool... I don't even know how to do that. That was just really cool. I was not expecting that. Oh. Am I a naked man? Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Where'd he go?
No, they're still right there. What was that? Who's there? Please. I just need help. Hold on real quick. Let me just, okay, cool. Oh, Jesus. Oh. God, 2 jump scares in one, dude? I was not ready. A little more pep in our step.
Hey, what was that?
What the heck? Wait, I don't want any trouble.
Where's the rest of the stuff? I need to finish this.
What the fuck?
So wait, what? What the? I already have questions. Like, were those the Taken?
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me.
Dang, Logan.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It makes sense now why
It can't be a coincidence.
I'm always wondering, like, Sam Lake keeps posting, like, videos of him drinking coffee with someone, but they always do it at the same time. It now makes sense. I now understand the meme.
That another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work.
Ooh.
A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Oh. Buddha, get out of the kitchen. Oh, I got it. Oh, this is interesting. Okay.
You're the one who wanted to switch.
I think I hear someone.
I'm not walking all the way back
Could
down.
be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Hey, over here.
Oh. Hey.
Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Yes, I'm the Anderson.
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Any witnesses to the
Were there
crime?
any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
Hey.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
You're so Gouda, you're so cute.
Let's get into that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the
Gouda's trying to climb
campground,
on the counter.
all of it.
Like prepping himself and waiting
They
for
got
me to
it,
drop my
Thornton.
card. Hey, come here.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Ooh.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
The facts are on the board.
Look, it's a deer.
Everything we know about the previous murders.
Oh.
Worth taking another look.
The case board is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues and progress the investigation. Okay. Yeah. You are now free to navigate the case board, or leaving by pressing escape. A series of murders have occurred around the town of Bright Falls. Finding the connection will help our search for the killer. The victim was reported missing in 2010, discovered in 2012, buried in a shallow grave. Found in culture in late 2018, some organs missing predation. State of the body does not match 8 years spent in the lake. Okay, so 2010. Found 2 weeks ago, chest wound was ruled as the cause of death. Tattooing on the body is ineligible. Slight difference in murders. Bloating only. Okay. Percy Wolf, Wendy Davis, Ted Lane. So is this Percy Wolf? Slight difference in murders. Bloating only commonality in bodies, but not cause of death. Chest trauma. Exposure to water post-mortem. Bruising on wrists and legs. Deep gash in the chest. Heart missing. All bodies experience bloating. Two of the victims had bruising, some form of restraint, strapped or belted down. Hey! Get out of the kitchen. Most recent victim died of major chest trauma, consistent with 2018 victim, hard to confirm due to condition of body. Bloating of the corpse is indicative of drowning, but only one victim was found in water. Postmortem tattooing on the body. Victim number 3 was covered in ineligible tattoos. A message from the killer, maybe, or their art. Apart from going missing in 2010, the victims have nothing apparent in common. I got this cat. Crazy. Killer may be a sportsman or a hunter. Okay.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it.
Visiting the
We're
Mind
just getting
Palace,
started.
the Mind Place does not
Let's head
pause
down
the
the hill
game,
to
so
the
be
crime
mindful of
scene.
nearby threats. Interesting.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Chaos at Cauldron Lake. Rampage at the rental cabins. Unidentified man attacks vacationers in the dead of night Sunday in an idyllic evening. Be a piece of gum. An idyllic evening of barbecuing and late night fishing was violently disrupted Saturday as a mysterious assailant attacked park visitors, causing chaos and destruction at the cabins. The incident left 3 people injured, one of which has been admitted to the county hospital. As to whether the attackers is still at large, Bright Falls police have yet to make an official statement, leaving local residents in a state of uncertainty. Witnesses to the crime were visibly shaken, one of whom stated, "One minute we were laughing and toasting some marshmallows. The next we heard screaming coming up from the cabins. We didn't know what was going on, so we called the police and started running in the opposite direction," said Kurt Mill. Another eyewitness who preferred to remain anonymous said, "It's like he appeared out of nowhere. Suddenly my dog started barking his head off, and the psycho guy comes crashing through the trees. Don't think I'll ever feel safe in the forest again." A representative of the rental cabins who chose to remain anonymous wanted to remind customers, if you have plans to stay in our lovely cabins later this summer, please get in touch with us, as we may need to rejigger some of the reservations based on the state of the cabin that you have rented with us. The representative went on to further remind future and potential guests of the wonderful amenities that can be found in their company's brochures and on the website, which is real nice, state of the art. My nephew made it, and he's a real computer whiz. Does a hike a day keep depression away? It might be bright, sunny July, but it's never too soon to start worrying about the gloomy months of autumn ahead. That's right. In the grand scheme of life, those dead, depressing days are just around the corner. Have you been taking your vitamin D? Probably not. But for all of you thinking, there's got to be another way, there's good news. Hiking has been proven to be incredibly beneficial to your mental and emotional health, so get out there and do it. And just don't forget a flashlight in case it gets dark. Missing Doberman found on the trail. A heartfelt reunion took place this weekend when Mrs. Amanda Smith was reunited with her beloved dog Coffee Bean. CB, as his owner refers to him, had been missing for 3 days, and Mrs. Smith was afraid that she would never see her best friend again. When I got the call, I couldn't believe my ears, she said. I must have asked, am I dreaming? At least 7 or 8 times. It was actually 9 times, confirmed Ranger Stevenson, the man responsible for finding the wayward canine. It's rare that you get to give those kind of calls, and I feel real grateful to have had the opportunity. What with all the predators out there, usually you're telling folks that you found their dogs dead, their cats eaten, you know? And so it felt real good to give some good news. And so it felt real good to give some good news. Even if Coffee Bean is in kind of a rough shape, the fur will grow back, sure, but well, I suppose that's all I should say about that. Bright Falls' own virtual baking champ. Little Sally Upton's whole family erupted into cheer when she won the big match this weekend. Was she playing soccer? Tennis? No. In this brave new world that we live in, her family was cheering her as she had won a match in a game that exists only on the informational superhighway. The game in question was Mega Baking Star, in which players compete to make the tastiest treats and sweetest eats for their virtual judges online. Bright Falls congratulates Sally on her big win. Cool. What year does Alan Wake take place? I can't remember. I'm sure they'll mention the missing rider from 7 years ago.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old. Whoa.
Huh, I just walked down. Nice. Mirror Peak, the mighty mountain in the distance, is no other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in its inverted glory. Cool.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did.
How much clearer can I make it, Mullet? Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So,
Can I go in?
FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob. You forgot the UFO cover-ups. Those are real? You guys hiring?
Monday, September 3rd. Some suspicious activity spotted. The fielder thought he saw movement in the bushes. Footprints around the area were found, but some were compromised by the fielder. Note to self, train the fielder. Nothing to report. Tuesday, September 4th. Nothing to report. Some animals, regular. Wednesday, September 5th. Hunters out after dark. Poachers? Heard some gunshots. Not one of ours. Gotta keep an eye on these people. They could get more than they bargained for out there. Okay. How much is laundry? It says 25 cents. Dang, doesn't say no prices. That was me. Can't open that. Guitar. Okay. Come on, Thornton. Let's put some pep in that step.
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. And we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. ritualistic.
C allows Saga to see the active clues. The key image can be selected with the keyboard.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Placing a key image on the caseboard begins a new line of investigation. When a key image is placed, it will prompt a new question. Objectives are viewable at the caseboards and your goals. Cool. You're now free to examine. Okay.
The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Okay. So the clues, so the consistency with the clues. Major chest trauma and bruising. Oh.
Think.
Okay. What? What do you want me to do? Oh, I had to do that? They just put it right next to it.
From chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
The clues have resolved the open question and unlocked a deduction. As you advance the investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. The victim and the killers. Okay.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here. Waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over.
Okay.
Was it for a camera?
Oh, interesting. Oh, wait. There we go.
Was he killed here or brought here after? For display.
Have you identified the victim?
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do.
I
His
sure
name's
do.
Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well,
What?
until now.
Nightingale.
That's not Agent.
Robert Nightingale?
Is it really Nightingale?
Yes, you probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
That's Agent Nightingale? Okay, so 13 years ago, when does this take place? Because 13 years ago would be...
The Mile High Strangler case. Proud of that one.
Okay. Is this going to start getting like dark and spooky as we progress?
Miss you, kiddo. I'll be home soon. If only the rest of the Bureau knew what a softy Casey is. Mom may be gone, but whenever I read this, I feel like she's still here.
Saga, for what it's worth, I think it's important that Logan grows up seeing you do what you love, what you're great at. That will teach her so much. There will be times just like this when you question your choices, your competence, even your own sanity. When things get dark, remember to trust and love yourself as much as your family does. You won't be perfect, but I know you'll be amazing. Love you always, Mom. That's cute. It's dark out there. Cool. Oh.
My first ever prank on Casey. A true classic.
Okay.
Casey's favorite brand. Tastes terrible.
That's interesting. Then I have the map. Okay. Thornton. Victor is Robert Nightingale, last seen in Bright Falls 13 years ago. No one's heard from this guy in 13 years. Why surfaces now? Where's he been? He was in the the dark presence. Okay.
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field,
I think
he went
2010
off
is
the
when
deep end.
Alan Wake takes
Got
place.
the boot pretty quick after that.
So he's been missing since 2010. So yeah, it's 2023.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Okay. Cool. So Nightingale went off the deep end. The FBI fired him.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Okay. Now that we have that,
Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing.
confused? Follow the steps. Wash hands. Take chicken out fridge. Take a nap. Okay.
A creepy twig sculpture? I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Wash hands.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
Oh. Hey, look, symbols. Oh, look, symbols. So wash hands, unless it wants me to go to a bathroom. Okay. Up, down. Left, right. Okay. Let this be a warning to you, fellow trespassers. They say the lake is a caldera, something formed by an eruptive volcano or the sinkholes it leaves in its wake. But what if that's not true? What if it's something else, something less natural and much more man-made, intentional? I say the lake's not formed, it's designed, and it has a purpose. The lake is a hiding place. Beneath the calm surface lies a secret machinery ready to be activated at the press of a button. And the people with the button, they're in that big house by the lake preparing. I know it. First drawing, waterline, real caldera is made from a volcano, lava. Second drawing, waterline, engineered structure, strange machines. Cool. Okay, so let's say up, down, down, up, left, right. Up, down, up, left, right.
I've been doing some deep research online, and I know
Oh, okay. So it's up, down.
Look, I get that the UFO thing was a joke, but you're probably trained to joke about it, right? To deflect, hide the truth from the average Joe.
Anderson.
Down, up,
Hey, let's get back to work over here, can we?
left, right. don't take anything if you aren't one of the trees. Right. Casey, what would you like? Okay.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Locked. They really don't want people coming in here. Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation.
The station heads are not currently available. Access is restricted without their permission.
Nice talking to you, too.
Okay. Already did that. Okay, some rocks.
Is that a kid's lunchbox?
How do you like the knitting, hero?
Casey movie lunchbox.
I had it made just for you.
Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective.
Manuscript fragments can be used to upgrade weapons in the mine place.
He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
Oh, two shots. Oh, auto fire mode. Okay. UFOs, a guide to spotting unidentified. Writing this down in case it happens again and I forget. I got that feeling again. It hit me suddenly at 1:15 a.m. after I finished my AMA on the porch of the trailer. I got in the car and drove chasing it. Starry night, not much moon. As expected, it led me past Bright Falls to Cauldron Lake. I tried to find the right spot, the right emotion, the right thought, the combination to have it all aligned to make it happen. Terrified it would. Terrified it would. It didn't. Not this time. Frustrated but relieved. I scanned the sky for the shapes. The object. Nothing. But when I blinked repeatedly, I think I saw the after image of the octahedron. It faded fast. When I get ready to drive back, I felt someone watching me. Here, but not here. It's him. I know it is. Does he know I'm getting close? I'm on the right track. I was right to come to Bright Falls. Okay. Can I open that? Nope.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Okay, so like,
Large amount of blood on the table.
okay.
The victim died here. Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Okay.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years.
Because he encountered the dark presence.
Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
You can use profiling inside Saga's mind palette, place it get inside the heads of the suspect and victim.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flip the switch, it goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. A Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
Okay. Was that it? Profile the victim. Alex Casey lunchboxes. Point of interest cases track objects and information that Saga has acquired of the chart from a cold case. Okay. Wait.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence.
Oh.
Another message.
Bright Falls area. The note inside mentions making knitting just for me. How do they know I knit, or maybe just a coincidence? Bright Falls area. Who left these? That is pretty cool.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
Yeah, you do that.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the a witch with no heart. A strange echo of Al murder.
I didn't know
Oh.
trees got that big.
There is no mystery in Cauldron Lake being named after its cauldron shape. And yet there are
need to
many
get out
mystery stories about the lake.
It
It
is
being a
kinda
gloomy
creepy,
doorway
though.
to the underworld, or of a witch whose cauldron the lake really was. Legend tells that when the affections of a local sheriff went unanswered, he accused the lady in question of having bewitched him. She drowned, but her dropped ladle grew to a strange tree named Witch's Ladle. It was weird that my headphones shut off. The woman returned to avenge her wrongdoers. If she was not a witch before, she was one now. She killed the sheriff, drowning him in the lake. Then she took out his heart and locked it in a box. With the heart, she would summon him from the lake to exact revenge on her behalf, or so the legend goes. Barbara Yeager?
There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school.
Ooh.
Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Oh.
Reading
the
words.
words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Oh.
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
Manuscript page that can be read inside Saga's mind place. Okay. Do this. Do this.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Ooh.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Ooh. Oh, that's spooky. Would have been crazy if that changed.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
Oh, the witch's hut. Yeah.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Yo, Casey, I need you to chill out, homie.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
All right, how do I go in your chest? All right, we got all that.
This mug always cheers me up.
Not the worst, Mom. Okay.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Hey.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
That'll be all.
Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the
Coffee.
deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they've seen much stuff this gruesome.
Oh.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
We're all in this together, hero. Have a heroic day. Time to go to the mine place. Cauldron Lake again. What if it's her mom? Leaving the note boxes, lunch boxes.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
Tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
Stuff in something for us to find.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner. I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers.
What happened to the audio? With your technique, these hunches
Reach out so
are
directly
moving
before.
fast.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but... Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
Services.
I smell coffee.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie? Don't know, don't care. How much have you had?
13 years.
Not to toot my own horn, but I am pretty darn sure my
Oh,
float will be the
You.
belle of all at this year's Beer Fest. Just a few more days.
Oh dear, diner.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here.
Where's my
most
damn
of the
coffee?
time. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
You must be Sheriff Breaker.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
Can't believe that happened. Still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
On Ed. Have some pie. Don't take your mind off things.
The jukebox is out of order. The poor old thing can only take so much of the same song being played over and over again. I'm as big of a fan of Cooking as the next person, but come on. Solid reference.
Let me guess. Missing person cases.
Oh. Bright Falls. Order.
I need something to force this open.
Ooh. A deer.
Rest easy, buddy.
Are one of these gonna like jump scare me eventually? I can see it.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay?
Why were you at Cauldron Lake?
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting
They said the name.
details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
That guy seems suspicious. That lady's suspicious. Those women drinking coffee suspicious.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found out.
What'd you
The whole
find?
thing was terrifying. That's all.
What the hell did you find, Ed?
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
The cult of the tree.
The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
Nice. Cult stashes.
These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more.
I don't remember seeing a deer mask, but like, alright. Cauldron Lake. And then the cult of the tree.
I need to know more about the cult of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
The background cases accumulate clues about broader ongoing topics. Cult psychology. Hell yeah. Got a map. That is pretty cool, but pretty freaky.
The cult of the tree. What are the bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree bag, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists.
How would I have figured that out? She has a necklace
The
from
bookers were
them.
at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth.
Okay, okay.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing, Tammy.
How would I have figured that out?
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
It's Rose.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear Fez.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me. I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl? She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember. How do you know I have a daughter? Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time. No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
It's another Saga Anderson.
If you say so.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Let's open the mind place. What if Logan drowned? Or was taken by the cult of the tree or something. And she blocks it out. and is now chasing after this, but thinking that everything's still fine, still alive, and Alex Casey is just letting her Shutter Island style of like, let's figure this out. You're an inmate of the asylum. Oh my god. Oh my god. This place gets this gets further than we could have imagined. Okay.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Yep,
Anything
yep.
you need,
Just
just
here to pay my
let us know.
ticket.
We appreciate the
Whenever you're
support,
ready to
Sheriff.
Take my money.
Agent? As you know, the investigation is being taken over by the federal agents. Sheriff
Oh
Baker
dear,
wants us to cooperate
I am a
fully.
tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the
being
woods.
serious, Nelson.
You only had a tour guide, also. It's bear season. Oh no, a bear.
Hey, Yali, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. Whoa.
Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow, Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right, I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine, and I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Janko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government, and that's why at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours we say, fuck the government. We have bolt cutters. Oh wow, you think of everything, and we'll take you anywhere. Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak. The tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos.
Interesting.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
can't say I feel the same.
I can't force it open. Okay. Let's take a look at outpatient. I'll
Hold
start
on.
with the external inspection before performing the internal examination.
Gotta make sure there's nothing in here for Papa.
What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me? Aha. They did leave something inside his chest. This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
Those don't look like text.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
The dark place.
Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
Okay.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Alright, let's see here.
Nah. Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Is it a page? Manuscript page. Knew it.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages.
Wait.
I didn't think they were relevant.
Wait.
To this case. I have them right here.
Is that Iceman? Or his brother?
No, wait.
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Show me the clicker.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
Try to stay in the light to avoid being detected by enemies.
can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Safe havens will restore some of your health. If you leave our attack from a safe haven while in combat, it will become temporarily.
Gotta move. Now. Vanished.
Whoa. Whoa. That is a cool way. That's a way to start the game. What a chapter.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this.
What a great way to start this game and a perfect way to end this part. So thank you so much for watching. It's been fun. It's been real. Um, I am. Why did it mess up my settings? I'll fix it. I'm bright AF. But um, I will be back tomorrow with part 2 of our Alan Wake 2 run. We are definitely going to continue this. So, farewell.